Today, we are discussing a highly debated topic, woke culture. While many advocate for the values of social justice and inclusivity, there are significant criticisms regarding its effects on society. Let us explore the top 10 concerns related to woke culture, including its impact on the transgender movement and LGBTQ policies that challenge traditional ideologies. First on our list is cancel culture. This phenomenon involves publicly shaming or ostracizing individuals for perceived offensive remarks or actions. Critics argue that this creates an atmosphere of fear where people hesitate to express their thoughts or engage in meaningful discussions. The consequences can be severe, careers can be derailed, reputations ruined, and relationships strained. This climate not only inhibits free speech, but also prevents us from learning from mistakes. Open dialogue is essential for growth, but cancel culture can create a chilling effect where individuals may self-censor, ultimately stifling diverse perspectives. At number 2, we have intolerance for differing opinions. Within some circles of woke culture, there is a growing trend to silence dissenting views rather than engage with them constructively. This can lead to echo chambers where only certain perspectives are validated. When opposing viewpoints are dismissed outright, it undermines the democratic principle of free expression, and individuals who feel marginalized may withdraw from public discourse altogether. This lack of engagement can prevent us from addressing important societal issues, as constructive debate often leads to better solutions. Third, we see a rise in oversensitivity and victimhood culture. In today's environment, minor comments or interactions can be labeled as microaggressions, leading to heightened sensitivity in everyday life. While it is crucial to recognize and address real instances of discrimination, this heightened awareness can create a culture where individuals feel victimized by benign interactions. Critics argue that this can detract from personal agency and resilience, encouraging individuals to see themselves primarily as victims rather than active participants in their own lives. This mindset can foster resentment and inhibit collaboration among diverse groups. Next, we have division and polarization. Woke culture often emphasizes identity politics, which can foster an us versus them mentality. This focus on identities such as race, gender, and sexual orientation may deepen societal divides rather than promote understanding. As people align more strongly with their group identities, it can create barriers to communication and collaboration across different demographics. Instead of uniting to tackle shared challenges, communities may become fragmented, making it increasingly difficult to find common ground on critical issues. Fifth on our list is the impact on artistic expression. Artists and creators often feel pressured to conform to specific narratives or avoid controversial topics altogether to sidestep backlash. This phenomenon can stifle creativity, limiting the diversity of voices and perspectives in art and media. Art has historically been a powerful vehicle for challenging societal norms and provoking thought, but when creators fear repercussions for exploring complex themes, the cultural landscape becomes less vibrant. This could result in a homogenization of art, where only safe topics are explored, ultimately reducing the richness of cultural expression. Number 6 brings us to the transgender movement. While many advocate for the rights and recognition of transgender individuals, critics argue that some policies may challenge traditional views on gender. For example, debates around the inclusion of transgender women in women's sports have raised concerns about fairness and safety, with opponents suggesting that physiological differences can create an uneven playing field. Additionally, discussions around access to gender-affirming treatments for minors have sparked intense debate about parental rights and the responsibilities of healthcare providers. These tensions can lead to significant societal divisions over what many consider fundamental beliefs about gender, complicating efforts toward understanding and acceptance. At number 7, we address LGBTQ policies that may conflict with traditional values. Some argue that certain initiatives aimed at promoting LGBTQ rights can infringe upon religious freedoms or parental rights, particularly in education. For instance, discussions around LGBTQ curriculum in schools can provoke backlash from parents who feel their values are not being respected. Critics express concerns that such policies may pressure educators and students to adopt viewpoints that conflict with their personal or familial beliefs. This raises important questions about how to balance inclusivity with respect for differing ideologies, creating a landscape where dialogue is crucial. Eighth, we consider the unintended consequences of certain policies. While many efforts aimed at inclusivity are well-intentioned, they can sometimes produce backlash and further entrench existing divides. For example, policies that prioritize identity over merit can create resentment among individuals who feel overlooked due to their identity rather than their qualifications. Such backlash can undermine the very goals these policies aim to achieve, leading to greater polarization rather than unity. It is essential to evaluate the broader impacts of these initiatives to ensure they foster inclusivity rather than exclusion. Ninth, we examine the effects of these discussions on children and youth. With increasing exposure to conversations around gender identity and sexual orientation, critics argue that children may be pressured into making life-altering decisions before they are developmentally ready. The complexities of gender identity can be challenging for young people to navigate, and there is concern that not all discussions around these topics are age-appropriate. Critics call for more balanced approaches that involve parents in conversations about identity and encourage young people to explore their feelings without undue pressure. Finally, at number 10, we look at the disruption of established norms. As traditional values come under scrutiny, there are concerns about what this means for societal cohesion. Many argue that a complete rejection of established norms can lead to confusion and instability in social structures, including family dynamics and community relations. The rapid pace of change in societal values can leave individuals feeling unmoored, leading to anxiety and resistance among those who hold traditional views. This disruption necessitates careful navigation to foster both respect for tradition and openness to progress. In conclusion, while the intentions behind woke culture may be rooted in the pursuit of justice and equality, it is essential to critically examine its implications. From cancel culture and intolerance for differing opinions to the complexities surrounding the transgender movement and LGBTQ policies, the discussions are nuanced and multifaceted. Engaging in open dialogue, understanding diverse perspectives, and finding common ground is vital as we navigate these challenging conversations. Thank you for watching, and we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. This version includes appropriate punctuation for clarity. Let me know if you need any more adjustments.